world champions now, so they probably have a lot of TV interviews that they need to do. But yeah, that was cool. That was tight racing. So it's interesting with the sprint because it's just a different format, and like everybody had the chance to get into this race to begin with, but then some people dropped out with the qualifications earlier this morning. So, and it's just tight. It just gets to be really tight racing. So any little mistake is going to be a big deal at the bottom. So we saw some mistakes right before Kreisel towards the finish that kind of depicted a lot of it. So, but we can see it's just Oberhof does this really well because everybody's excited. We've got all the TV, we've got everybody here. So maybe we'll get the Italians to come over and talk to me. But until then, we actually had opening ceremonies. I mean, with World Championships, opening ceremonies, of course, we gotta christen the weekend. I'm gonna send you to this little feed because this might be a few minutes before we get some athletes to come over and talk to us, because they've got German TV, they've got Austrian TV, and they're setting up the world feed right now. So maybe we'll show you some of this feed. So anyways, this is opening ceremonies was last night. We talked to a lot of athletes about this weekend, and this is how they felt about it. We got to talk to a lot of people. It was a lot of fun. So we'll come back right after this, and hopefully I'll have some athletes. Wait, hold on. Sorry, we're playing this all by here. This is why this is FiL. This is FiL Studio Live, because we're just trying to play by ear how it's going. So I was told by Margaret, she's our press person, she's the one that gives me all the interviews, that Italy is talking to the world feed, and then they're going to send the Italians over to us, because German TV and Austrian TV, they take their athletes and they ask them a lot of questions. So we're gonna give this a few minutes and just see how we go. There's some of the men over there. That was also quick racing. I mean, we're not surprised though, right, with Egert Bennekin. It was tight with Wendell. The Germans just do so well. But I loved with Egert Bennekin. So this is their home track. And when it's your home track, it's just such an advantage. And this is why. So normally, like on a race weekend, or a race week, they'll have about 6, 7, 8 runs to get used to a track. But you'll take about 4 runs a day, like with preseason or postseason. So like Egert Bennekin, coming on this track, they know every inch of it. So what that means is they can tell, if we're too early to this curve or if we're too late to this curve, they can tell and how to kind of fix those mistakes. So we saw they were behind Toby's, and then towards the end of the track, that final Kreisel curve is what threw them into the win. So that was super tight racing. Maybe some of them will walk out and we can talk to them, because I don't know, but it is just sprint. So we do have a full World Cup coming up tomorrow. So this was kind of just a warm-up going into these race weekends. But I'm holding my phone because I'm checking my time, because right now they're doing a track prep. It's snowing, so they're going to be kind of shoveling the snow out. Yeah, you're good. Come around. They're shoveling the snow out. They're trying to keep it clean for, I believe, women's singles is going to be up next, and they're going to go on in about 20 minutes. So please excuse my hand. Jan Eichhorn, come here. Come talk to me. This is Jan Eichhorn. This is your home track.
Yeah.
Were you a world champion on this track? Did I read that somewhere?
2008.
In 2008?
Yeah.
So can you tell us, about this track, why people struggle here or why people are fast? I mean, we know the Germans are so good, but what is it about this track that makes it difficult?
It goes faster and faster because the ice chief makes super good work. And out of 13, you come with 120 kilometers per hour, and then the track goes so narrow. And you see a lot of people struggling out of 13.
Well, especially on the doubles. There were some good saves there. But what is it like on a doubles? How is it different on a double sled?
Yeah, they are higher. And if they hit the bump, there's a bump out of 13 a little bit, not straight.
Did you put the bump there?
No.
Was this sabotage to put the bump?
No. I think Italians won the bump and they get their bump.
It was the Italians' fault.
No. They said a little bit natural luge track would be nice, they said.
That was funny. That was good. So wait, actually though, with the bump, because sometimes when you go to tracks, it's just the natural profile of a curve. Is it the track workers are doing a great job, but sometimes it's hard to make it all completely smooth. Does that change the line for a sled?
The line changed a lot in the last time because they had because it's getting faster, so you have to change the line and the profiles gets better, so you can drive different lines. Like in Sigulda, it's the same. And
complicated, that's what it sounds like.
And the bump out of 13 is from this tractor who pulls the ice out.
Okay. Well, you're important, but
there is much more important.
You're great, but Andy Futter, has won a bronze in the world champs for sprint. He was just telling us about the profiles of the track and how they're difficult on a double sled, but it didn't seem to be a problem for you. How did that feel? Was that the run you wanted, or did you think it could have been faster? Hello. Oh, I guess I should introduce them. Andy Futter, Marianne Oberhofer, currently taking bronze. Congratulations. But yeah, how did that run feel for you?
Yeah, it was a really good run. We had one mistake in entrance 12, but we are very happy to get a medal, and that's important.
It's crazy when you say you made a mistake, because you can't tell when you make a mistake. Can you feel when you make a mistake?
I feel the mistakes, yeah.
Do you yell at her? Can you yell through your face shield, or do you just, like, does that ever happen if you make a mistake and you're like, Andy?
No, honestly, I try to say something in the track, but you have to run really hard.
It's just too loud. It's too much. So, when do you guys race this weekend? Is it tomorrow for doubles?
Yeah.
Does this help prepare you for that race, or is this totally separate for you?
I think a little bit the same. I think tomorrow is a little bit better because it's come to start and we are very good at the start, so hopefully it's going good.
Okay, great. Also, Kiku is your apple sponsor, right? Yeah. Okay. Is your start fast because of your apples? Because she shared an apple with me in Sigulda and it was so good. Is that why your starts are fast? Because the apples?
Yeah.
This is the part where they're going to watch and they're going to give you more money because you're saying the apples are so good.
Okay, yeah, really good.
They're absolutely incredible. Anyways, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you up on first place, right? You'll just move up 2 more spots. Yeah. No, wrong answer. You say, yes, Kate, I'll be there.
Yes, I can be there.
That was mean of me. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll let you guys go. Thank you. Congratulations. I was putting her on the spot, and I shouldn't have said that because they don't like to jinx themselves, so I should be a little more considerate of what I'm saying. So I'm going to check the time for a little bit because my hand's getting cold as I hold this, and there's no way to check the time here because there's just so many people. So they're getting the track ready, but I want to show you what our opening ceremonies was like last night. So how it works was I showed you a little bit in the opening of the show, but they built this huge stage in the middle of town, and pretty much everyone came out of the woodwork to be there. All the athletes were there. And they had this super fun band. They played incredible music. You know, I was dancing and my coworkers were laughing at me, but they pretty much just showed all the countries that are here. And I believe we have 20 nations racing and world champs this weekend. So we tried to talk to everybody, but everyone gets camera shy and they think that they have to speak perfect English. But I was convincing everyone that they speak great English and everyone just wants to meet them. So we're going to show you how it went last night. These are all the athletes and who we talked to. And here's what they said. We just asked them some fun questions. But here it is last night if you weren't there.